good afternoon. A very warm welcome to each and every one of you. Welcome along here to the Harcourts Gold Auction Room here at number 471 Papanui Road. By way of introduction, my name is Mark Morrison. I'll be one of two auctioneers assisting you and guiding you through this afternoon's auction program. Today we bring two properties to the auction room, to the market today that have both been brought forward. So in both instances, both properties have received pre-auction offers at an acceptable level to our owners. They're very happy to move forward, thus bringing the auctions forward. So for both of those relevant auctions, being 6 Swinford, which we'll kick off with first, and then moving on to 2 Bar 57 Elizabeth Street, where Sandra will take the rostrum, we'll announce those acceptable pre-auction offer levels. We'll give you a few moments to digest the number. We'll welcome in a bid north of that level. If we see bidding on either properties, then we have an auction. If we don't see bidding, then we simply sell the properties at that acceptable pre-auction offer level, and we will be done there, done and dusted, I should say. Now, I'd like to firstly acknowledge and thank our owners, because we thank them for their ease of access, for their presentations, but first and foremost for their choice and agency. We appreciate there is choice out there in the marketplace, some of it more questionable than others, but you've all made the right decision to work with the great team here at Harcourts Gold. Now, there are a number of our managers dotted around the room should you need them. Just give Mitchell McDonald, perhaps Henry Cochran or Naomi Burge a quick wave, and they'll be more than happy to come over and assist you should you need any help. I've also got Alana. She drives all of the technology that you see up on screen, so you can just keep tabs on things, and she keeps me on my toes as best as she can, which is no easy task. Now, I know the team at Harcourts Gold, they've made all the relevant documentation for today's proceedings available to you. Excuse me, that's the limb, the title, and the contract from which we work from. And that's been approved by the Real Estate Institute of New Zealand and the Auckland District Law Society. Now, let me take you to that contract now. There are some rules and regulations by which we must play today, and things are done ever so slightly differently today because this is a brought forward auction in both properties that we're bringing to the market today. Effectively, in short, what that means is when we announce those numbers, those acceptable pre-auction offer levels, that's our reserve. So we are on the market and selling right from the outset. As auctioneers, we still may give some suggestion, perhaps some encouragement around the bids and the increments by which they raise. We still do reserve the right to refuse a bid, however, that's very, very unlikely. What we'll do is, if it's a genuine bid, we'll be more than happy to work with the increment by which you'd like to raise those bids. Vendor bidding may be a phrase or terminology that you've heard of before. No vendor bids will come into play. We won't be representing our owners given the fact that we are already on the market and selling, so you know that any bids you see against you will be very much genuine bids from any interested parties here in the room today. The part you're all here for is not to listen to Sandra's jokes, it's to see the hammer fall in your favour. When it falls in your favour, congratulations, you are the successful purchaser. Before you commence your celebrations, we'll ask that you sign the documentation, you arrange to make a payment of 1/10 of the purchase price, and you complete the GST information in Schedule 1 towards the rear of the agreement. All right, folks, that's how things will work today. Nice and easy, nice and simple. The first of which, as I said, is 6 Swinford Lane in Spraydon. I'm just here to cap off the really good work that Jessica Downey, who's hiding away in the corner. Come on, Jess, come out into the shining lights. Give everyone a wave. Jessica, she's been meeting and greeting you in recent weeks here at number 6 and providing you all the relevant documentation to assist you in your property decision making. Let me take you through that documentation now. This is an estate and freehold that you secure. You gain 426 square metres of that freehold parcel. Lot 8, deposit of plan is 316473, and it's all outlined in your certificate of title that Jess has been filing through to your inboxes for your review. Now, I have settlement dates set down here for Thursday, the 8th of December of this year, or any other such date that's been mutually agreed upon in writing. And also, you would have just referred to clause 23, just referring to that code of compliance certificate, but I'm sure that you and your lawyer will be across that. Schedule 2 outlines the list of chattels that you receive. I won't go through those individually. Once again, you would have read and reviewed those, and you understand that you gain them as part of your purchase price here today. I popped through number 6 a couple of weeks ago now, I think it was, Jess. I think this is an absolute little cutie of a home, and I love the fact that you're down the end of a cul-de-sac and then furthermore down that little private laneway. That means that you'll live a very peaceful life, a very safe and comfortable life at the same time. Character homes, they're always very, very popular ones to own because they pull on the heartstrings. They make you feel just a little bit more special than normal when it comes to pulling into that driveway. But at the same time, it's been beautifully updated over the years. So this is a home that's still relevant here in 2022, not one that you need to be worrying too much about any big work. You just get to move in and enjoy this one. You'll be nice and comfortable. Anyone with little ones, you'll love the fact that it's nice and warm and comfortable. You've got the Healthy Home Compliance Certificate, which is really, really good. And I note there that you've got the heat pump and the heat transfer system as well. So nice and comfortable year round for the little ones. Folks, this is good real estate. No surprises to see this one brought forward. It's been brought forward today at $520,000. 520,000 New Zealand dollars is our acceptable level. I'll let that number wash over you. And I welcome in a bid north of there. 520 we have. We are on the market and selling. Perhaps someone's got a little $5,000 in their back pocket. I'd like to put forward, proffer up. Let's have some fun. On the market and selling at 520 for the first time. Then I put you on notice. First call at $520,000. Looking for a mere 5 to go. Here at number 6. Cash unconditional buyers, you're my favourites. Twice. Any bid? Throw me a number, I'll work with you. Third and final chance. It is as easy as that, potentially at $520,000. I scan the room, won't accept a late bid. Looks like you've done it, Caesar. Your clients at 520. It's going your way. It's going, and it's sold. Congratulations. Nicely done. Congratulations, Jess, and to your owner. And I'm going to step down and hand the reins over to Sandra O'Brien.
On with the second one, great to see the hammer come down, which we'll be doing so on this property too. Proudly brought to the market by Debbie Sofa. We've obviously had a great campaign here. We're all good to go, Debbie? Lovely, thank you. So this is 2/57 Elizabeth Street, Riccarton. Now that's more formally known by the legal fraternity as a cross lease and freehold on flat 2 deposited plan 70197. On lot 1, deposited plan 68846, having a half share in some 507 square metres. That's all contained in the certificate of title on CB40D 486. Now we note Schedule 2 contains the extensive list of chattels. That hasn't changed the original draft, so I won't go through those. And we take that you've read and understood and accepted clause 23 of that same document. 30th of January 2023, that's when you get the keys or other date you may have mutually agreed upon with the owner in writing prior to today. Now from new, this has been a home for our owner for the past 27 years. Now that speaks volumes, but not only to its location, but to all that this property offers. It's a real gem for those of you who are lucky enough to call her your own. Whether you seek a lock up and leave, or are a first home buyer, a downsizer, or perhaps looking for an investment, I'm sure this one will tick all those boxes. brick and tile and fully double glazed. Well, that's what we call in the industry solid real estate. An impressive townhouse, it almost feels standalone with the added bonus of its own driveway. And as for that double garage, well, many buyers are seeking a home not only for themselves but also for two vehicles. And let me assure you, townhouses with double garaging, let alone carpeted ones, are often few and far between. Spacious throughout, including two very generous bedrooms and plenty of room in the living area with patio to enjoy the odd barbecue with friends. Walking distance to Westfield Mall for all your conveniences and all wrapped up for Christmas, ready to go with schooling options being Christchurch Girls and Boys High School zones. Such a rare offering, I would go so far to say that 57 Elizabeth Street is fit for royalty. And we have an opening pre-auction offer. We are on the market and selling at $520,000. Seems to be the level for today's forward auctions, Mark.
Yeah.
Give you time to let that settle and sink in. But at 520, we are selling away, folks. Is there perhaps 5,000 in the room to take us to 5.25? At your beck and call. And bank those school zones, bank the terra firma. 520, fifth call, 520,000 for the want of a mere 5,000 to take ownership today. Don't wait another 27 years. Second call at 520,000. Third final call at 520,000. Do I take your silence as permission to sell? I sell away, folks. Going. Hold tight, buyers. It is coming your way. It's going, and sold. Congratulations to our elderly owner and good luck to our buyers going forward. It's a wonderful result.